Okay, here is the inner frame of the Zeta Gundam version Kentucky 1/100 scale. Call me impressed. I have never seen such a well detail on a kit like this. I mean, if you guys want to make a factory type setup and remove panels so that way you could see have little 1/100 scale figures doing maintenance on this kit, it's ready to go. And then of course you can have it holding Camille. Give me a second here. Let's do that right here, right now. Yeah, no. Do it again. There we go. There we go. The one thing that I was never a big fan of the overall design of the Zeta, and this is probably the reasons why I never got back into purchasing it until now, was how small the shoulders are. I guess I'm so spoiled at seeing broad shoulders. That is pretty much on almost all kits that we built. Whether it's the wing kits or the double O kits or the seed kits. Any of those kits have broad shoulders. But if you look at obviously if you look at this guy right here, which is the original, look how small the shoulders are. And I think it's part of the overall look. One is the overall look, but the other problem is that the fact that it's need to be like that for transformation into Wave Rider mode. Because I can imagine maybe the broad shoulders can be folded or flipped down or whatever, but you don't. It was something that I was never a big fan of it at the time. I have to give it its respects because it came out at a time where we were all infatuated with transformation mechs. Thank you Transformers for all of that. We all gone crazy for that. And I think, okay, so I know that Macross was the one that was part of that line, and they added the Valkyrie as Jetfire. But I think they were trying to do the same thing with the Wave Rider. I guess the company that was doing Transformers probably was trying to get their hands on any of the mobile suits from Zeta and add it on to their repertoire. And then of course Sunrise said, Bandai and Sunrise said, no, you can't turn this into a Transformer because that is not a Transformer. I think I remember reading an article about that. So, yeah. Good. But, and then of course his arm comes off. I don't want to push it in all the way, but it's okay, I wish it had the locking mechanism, like on certain model kits, where you can just connect it from, you connect it like this, and then lock it in and as you turn it around. But it needs to be turned around anyway for the transformation. The hands are kind of unfortunately, you don't get manipulator hands. I believe the 2.0 has the manipulator hands. This one, you get the parts forming hands. You get the open hand that you see here. You get the fist hands, standard fist hands, of course, and the grip hands to hold on to weaponry, like the beam rifle or the beam saber. I had to put on the whites for the hands, of course. I had to put these blue parts on for it to connect to this part, which is meant for the ease of transformation. It's interesting that you have this empty cavity here of nothing. I'm not a big fan of this, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do here? I put the face mask on this guy, as you can see here. And I know I painted the chin yellow on the original, but now that I'm looking at it, and so this is actually the first time I've seen no red on the chin at all. Yeah, that is very, very odd to see something like that. Plus the fact that you get clear eyes, which is okay because you can paint it green, maybe clear green. However, there's enough spacing back here that it makes you want to think, can I put a little LED light in there and then feed it someplace? Um, the answer is yes, but it will have to be on a stand because otherwise it's gonna not, where the hell are you gonna put the battery? This thing is too slim. Slim and tall. So tall. And yeah, I forgot that the Zeta line of kits is big mobile suits because like the Rick Diaz and what is the Mara side, the Rick Diaz, the Nemo. Those guys are big kits. Like here, this is the GM cannon, which is technically from the GM, and it's bigger than that even without its armor. But yeah, I wish it had manipulator hands, but maybe third-party manipulator hands would probably be a good idea to use. The leg construction is very, very well done. Absolutely marvel right there. Let me just put that there for a second. Um, I like the thrusters assembly right there. That's really good. The detail. Clearly, there's going to be a lot of detail here that is going to have to be exposed. So I'm going to be working on painting this very well, especially this umbilical right there. And this part here, I know I'm going to paint that little section there. And I really like this. But here's my one little gripe. You guys tell me if this makes sense. I really am not a big fan of this flat space here. Wasn't this supposed to be a thruster? I mean, if you look at the manual, I'm gonna pull it up right here. This is how it looks. So you have this massive gray area here, not to mention the one on the inside. And it's supposed to be, besides this, it's thrusters here, because I can't believe that these two and these four here is going to propel the Zeta into space. It would have been great if this had a grill of some sort, you know? Or maybe another pair of thrusters but covered up by a grill of some sort like that. Anything, a vent or anything, but not a flat surface. I must be not the only one thinking about that. And anybody would probably think, it'd probably be a good idea to shave this off, like delete it, or cut it off, and putting on some option parts here for thrusters. This entire section here, which I'm about to pop out right now, can be removed, and as you can see, you have enough room here to work on that type of idea. That, and I believe this part here. Look at this. There's like nothing here. Absolutely nothing. I'm painting this. Besides the metallic, gray part, I'm going to be painting it metallic in certain areas. So this will definitely be a metallic paint job. The thruster bells, I'm going to paint it. You know what? I'm going to probably end up painting it the chrome silver, because there's a red thruster that goes in there, and that red thruster, unfortunately I do not have metallic red anymore. My whole stock of metallic red is done. I guess when I go to the show or something like that, I'll have to pick up some for future builds. But it would have been perfect for metallic red, and then this will be metallic silver. I don't know how much spacing will show through the. Actually, you can't even see it unless you look under it. So it'll just be metallic enough. So just for shits and whatever. But yeah, I mean, the detail on the leg is amazing. And if you guys want to do a diorama, and get Camille and put it there, or get little figures and things like that, that'd be great. But I'm a bit like taken back the fact that this is so plain. I don't know about the 2.0. Somebody's probably going to tell me it's the same thing, or maybe it's different. But that's one of the little gripes I hear. I love the assembly of the shield, the inner frame of the shield. It's very rare that you see inner frame shields. Not even the original Gundam has that, or even the updated version, unless you talk about the Perfect Grade. But yeah, inner frame, not bad. Not bad at all. Very sturdy. Very sturdy, as you could see. Now, right now on this table, I'm in the middle of sanding down. Actually, let me just adjust the camera a little bit better. This is a little too high. Too close. Here we go. I'm in the middle of sanding down the white parts right here. And I use my finger to feel the location of this, and then I just do a light pass just to clean it up. And then that's the that is the 400 grit. And I'll pull out the 12. I should pull out the 800, but I have the 12 here right now. And then sand it down, smooth it out. Right now, just taking my time to do all this. It's an undergated kit, but there are some parts that you need to clean up a bit. And just be thorough. Be absolutely thorough. Don't go crazy with this. Yeah, that's good. So I'm working on the whites, as you can see here. And then once I work on the whites, I'm going to begin with the blues. And then the blacks. And then the silver, I don't think I have to work with, but I'll have to take a look at it anyway. Here are the red and yellow parts. I had to go through each and every one to make sure I didn't lose nothing. Please don't lose nothing. And these are the remaining gray parts, which I did pre-assemble because it's going to go into the parts. It's going to be part of the build. Some parts I'm actually not going to be using. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably assemble it right now because, technically speaking, they're not going to be used. I believe this is one of them, right here. This is the part that goes in the back arm. Yeah. The part that goes in the back arm here, which is the extra ammo for the grenades. Is it this way or the other way? I think it's this way. And you get two of these, but obviously if you get two of these, then you can't put both of them on in the shield. So I'm actually going to be taking this out and putting it away for, scratch building. But let me put this on just so I know it's there. Oh, I have some ideas for this, so I'll put that away. But I do need to clean up everything, the hands, the connections here, and whatnot. But first let me finish up with the whites, then get them on, and then wash them, give it a good, soapy wash. And then begin preparing the priming phase for this guy and everything else. Because I also got to take the blue out of that, take that out, and then begin priming. I'm going to take a brief pause after this video because today is Friday. Tomorrow is going to be Saturday, which I'm not going to be building. I will be in New York City at Anime NYC. If anybody's planning to go to Anime NYC, I'll be there. Try to seek me out if you can. If anybody's going to Anime NYC, comment below. I am not going to the Gundam base, unfortunately, because the Gundam base World Tour, or Mobile Tour, sorry, the Mobile Tour, will be at Times Square, which is literally 7 to 8 blocks away from Jacob Javits, which I'm going to be too exhausted for me to walk over there. I'm going to save that for Tom's River event, which is going to happen the following weekend. But tomorrow I'll be at Jacob Javits, and as a matter of fact, if anybody finds me, I'll give you a gift. There we go. The first person that finds me at the show, I will give you a gift. With that being said, let me continue on, and we'll move on to the next stage of this build.